الصبح بدا من طلعته الصبح بدا.
And one of the reasons why we reject the proposals is because of this ethnic racism. And even no matter how much zikr of Allah you do, no matter how many times you pray in the masjid, even though you are praying tahajjud, but somewhere in our heart we have this ethnic racism. What is this ethnic racism? That you will reject the person just because he is not from your ethnicity. See, this can be applied in Pakistan. This can be applied, or this can be applied in Bangladesh or India or Egypt, when Muslims are enjoying the proximity. So you have your neighbor Muslim, you have your friend Muslim, your entire family is Muslim. It's very hard to find in these Muslim countries non-Muslim. So there are so many options available. We can enjoy the proximity, as I said. So every other neighbor is Sattar, Jabbar, Ghaffar, everything Muslim. But when you will come to America, not your every neighbor is Muslim. Might be your neighbor is David, then your neighbor is Prasad, and then your neighbor will be Ahmad, but he might be following Ahmadi mazhab. So even that's not an option for you. You know, one of the problem in ethnic racism in the marriage is, first of all, we are living in minority. 1% of Muslims are living in America. So we have actually ignored the majority because that's not the option. Within this 1% of Muslims living in America, you have a big division of a practicing Muslim and a non-practicing Muslim. You have big division. And those who are sitting in front of me, they are practicing Muslim, they are less. Those who are non-practicing, they are more. So we don't want to give our daughters and son to those. That's the second thing. And third thing, within that, we have so many criteria. So many criteria. So many rejection criteria, that he should be from this country, he should be from this profession, she should be like this, and her nose should be not curly, and everything. We have so much criteria of rejection that in last you have only 5 girls available in America for your son. And that's not doable, that's not feasible. So we have to open the criteria, we have to decrease the rejection criteria. I always give this example when I'm leading the intercultural marriage nikah. I give this example that let's say my son, he will come often in this series. My son is Hibban. So let's say my son, when he will grow old, he will come to me and he will say, Abba, I'm in my college and I like this girl. I don't want to do any haram thing. I want you to talk to the family. Which is fair deal? I say, okay. Can you tell me about this girl? He will say, this girl is from Egypt. I said, no way. We are from Pakistan, she is from Egypt. Astaghfirullahul Azim. No. Just find someone desi. So next month he will come, he will say, Abba, this time I found a desi, alhamdulillah. So let me go and order a sherwani and book the Edison Hotel for the marriage. I say, wait, can you tell me about this girl? So he will say that actually the girl is from India. And you know, Pakistan and Indian marriage, it's makruh or haram. Yeah. Or let's say from Bangladesh. She's from Bangladesh, I am from Pakistan. I would say, see beta, before 1971 it was permissible. But after 1971 it's not permissible. Find someone within Pakistan. Although he was raised here. I'm forgetting, he was raised here. I am from Pakistan. He was raised here. He had the values, American Muslim values. Next month he will come to me and he will say, Abba, this time I found Pakistani girl. Alhamdulillah, let me bring some mithai from Shalimar. I said, wait, where is this girl from? He will say from Lahore. Then no, we are from Karachi, she is from Lahore, it's not going to work. Then next girl from Karachi, but I'll say no, Karachi within Gujarati because we are Gujarat. And within the same zip code. There is no end to this. No end at all ethnic racism, especially here when you're living in a minority. So we have to open our mind. As long as you are saying La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, I'm not just doing rhetoric. As long as your character is good, as long as you are responsible, I should give my daughter to you. And even to the sons, you should be acceptable. Your sons and your daughters are raised here, if not born here. So actually they are not Pakistani, Indian and Bangladeshi and Egyptian. They are born and raised here. So we should actually decrease this ethnic racism. I know it will help. When you will come to the incompatibility, if you have someone from your race or from your ethnicity, it might help in some regards, in terms of language barrier and so forth, in terms of communication with in-laws. But we have to see the larger picture. Hibban might say, Abba, you are rejecting even Egyptian girl and Lahori girl and Bangladeshi girl. Let me do this. Let me go and do the zina because I don't require any ethnic racism in that. You got my point? So we have to be very cautious, because sometimes because of our attitude our kids are forced to do zina, and we will be responsible for that in Day of Judgment.
الصبح بدا من